Have you ever heard a bird that sounds like it's saying, "Go away"? Or an animal whose call resembles a machine gun? How about a creature that mimics the sound of a crying baby? Our world is full of animals with the most bizarre and fascinating sounds. In this video, we will show you some of the weirdest and most unique calls in the animal kingdom. From a bird that uses its voice to warn its group about dangers to another that makes a sound like a person hiccuping, you'll be amazed by these incredible creatures. And just wait until you hear about the animal that sounds like it's laughing. So, get ready, click subscribe, and let's dive in. 1. Gray go-away bird. The gray go-away bird is a bird species found in southern Africa. These birds live in the forests, thorny bushes, and savannas of sub-Saharan Africa. What makes the gray go-away bird unique is its weird call. When it feels scared or nervous, it makes a go-away or cue sound, with the last part of the call dropping down, creating a strange noise that sounds really odd. This bird uses its sounds for different purposes. Sometimes it warns its group about dangers, and the go-away call helps keep predators away. It also uses these sounds to coordinate with its group and to mark its territory. When you hear its call, it really sounds like someone is saying, "Go away." In the African bush, the gray go-away bird's weird calls make it a fascinating species. So, next time you hear a go-away sound, you'll know that this amazing bird is nearby, claiming its presence. Isn't it funny how a bird can sound like it's telling you to leave? Have you ever heard a bird make such a strange sound before? 2. Kiwi. The kiwi is one of New Zealand's native birds, and it has many unique features, including its spontaneous and weird sounds. The kiwi's call is very easy to recognize because it sounds like kiwi kiwi. Just like the gray go-away bird, kiwis use this specific sound to communicate with other kiwis and to mark their territory. Imagine a dark night in the quiet New Zealand bush, echoing with the calls of kiwis, claiming their presence, and often interrupting the silence with their cries that sound like women screaming. The kiwi is a very strange bird on this planet, and its sound is quite weird too. Isn't it funny how these birds have such unique and odd calls? Have you ever heard a kiwi's call before? 3. White bellbird. The Amazon rainforest is home to an amazing bird known as the white bellbird, famous for its loud call. As its name suggests, its call sounds like a bell ringing, almost like it's announcing a battle. This bird holds the title of the loudest bird in the world, which makes it unique among all birds. Its call can sound like an automatic drill. When the white bellbird makes noise, it cranks it up to 11, just like standing next to a jet engine during takeoff. There's no doubt that this bird is the champion of the avian sound department. Imagine being in the Amazon rainforest, and there's a bird sitting on a tree, not liking its potential mate, and loudly declaring, "This place is mine." Believe me, no one argues with such a loud voice. So, if you ever find yourself in the Amazon, keep your ears open. You might witness the loudest concert in the jungle. Have you ever heard of a bird that sounds like a drill before? You think these sounds are strange? Just wait until you hear the number 1. It will leave you speechless. 4. Tasmanian Devil. As the name suggests, the Tasmanian Devil is a small marsupial carnivore found on the island of Tasmania. It may look small, but when it makes noise, it sounds just like a real devil. Its name comes from its weird sound. At night, when it searches for food, it screams loudly, which can scare anyone who hears it. Imagine being in the dark Tasmanian wilderness and hearing these loud, devilish screams. It's no wonder this little animal got its name. The Tasmanian Devil's loud calls are enough to make anyone think twice about wandering around at night. Isn't it funny how such a small animal can make such a big noise? Have you ever heard of an animal with such a scary sound before? 5. Channel-billed cuckoo. The channel-billed cuckoo is the world's largest cuckoo species. This bird is found in eastern and western Australia, and its call is very weird. It sounds like it's using a megaphone to announce its presence. First, it makes a loud caw sound, followed by a rapid and slow awk-awk-awk. Hearing it feels like a sound echoing from prehistoric times. During the breeding season, you can hear these calls at night. Because of its powerful cries, it's also called the death bird. So next time you're in Australia and hear a mysterious, strange sound, it might just be the channel-billed cuckoo announcing its presence. Imagine hearing that in the middle of the night. Six, barred owl. The barred owl has a special kind of hooting call that echoes through forests and trees. The classic barred owl call consists of 8 series and sounds like it's saying, "Who cooks for you?" Or, "Who cooks for you all?" It's like a chef in the forest announcing the evening menu. Both males and females make hoo-hoo-hoo sounds, as if they're saying, "Hey, I'm here." And when things get intense, they scream loudly, weirdly and dramatically, like they're auditioning for a horror movie. These owls are the vocal maestros of the forest, filling the night with strange and amazing sounds. So if you ever find yourself in the woods at night and hear these spooky calls, just remember, it's probably the barred owl showing off its vocal skills. 7. Penguin. Penguins are not only beautiful, but also have a collection of charming and captivating sounds. They use these sounds to find their homes and establish their territories. Their most famous call is the bray call. It's a very loud and honking sound that you can hear from far away, and it's used for communication between members. Penguins also make various other sounds that are quite strange to hear, including trills and growls. These amazing sounds show their social bonds. So next time you think of penguins, remember they're not just cute, they're also quite the vocal performers. Imagine a penguin concert with all those unique sounds. 8. Capuchin Bird. The Capuchin Bird, also known as the calf bird, is a passerine bird found in northeastern South America. Its call is quite strange and sounds like a chainsaw or a calf mooing. This unique sound is why it's called the calf bird. When it breathes in, it fills its air sacs, and when it exhales, it makes a loud moo sound that can be heard from far away. This bird is known for its mysterious call and unusual appearance. So next time you're in the jungle and hear a chainsaw-like sound, you'll know it's a capuchin bird. Imagine walking through the forest and suddenly hearing a chainsaw. Don't worry, it's just a capuchin bird saying hello. 9. Elk Bugle. Elk Bugle, a magnificent animal, known as the wapiti, is native to North America and is part of the deer family. It's famous for its weird calls. The elk starts with a low rumble and then lets out a loud, eerie scream. Sometimes the call ends with a sound like a hiccup, known as glunking. Each elk's bugle is unique, making their calls quite mysterious. Imagine walking through the forest and hearing a spooky scream followed by a hiccup. Don't worry, it's just an elk showing off its vocal skills. 10. Brown Sicklebill. The Papua New Guinea brown sicklebill is an amazing bird found in the montane forests. It makes a mysterious sound like a staccato burst, which sounds like bullets being fired from an automatic gun. Its call is somewhat similar to a parrot's. This bird's diet includes fruits, arthropods, and insects. Imagine standing in a forest and hearing what sounds like gunfire. You might get a bit scared, but don't worry. It's not a gun, it's just the sicklebill making its presence known in the forest. Isn't nature full of surprises? What do you think about this bird's weird sound? And if you found this video interesting, don't miss our video on cutest looking birds in the world on Forever Green channel. Now let's get back to our video. 11. Loon. The loon bird, found in various parts of North America, is a very elegant and beautiful bird known for its weird calls. You can often hear its calls near ponds or lakes. The sound is just like someone crying sadly by the lake. If you hear such a mysterious crying sound in a dense forest, don't be scared, because it's just the loon letting you know it's there. Imagine sitting by a peaceful lake and suddenly hearing a spooky cry. Don't worry, it's just a loon saying, "Hey, I'm here." Nature sure has its way of surprising us, doesn't it? What do you think about the loon's eerie yet fascinating call? 12. Shoebill storks. The shoebill stork is known for its huge beak and mysterious sound.
Oh yeah, it's so dumb.
This bird is found in the freshwater swamps and marshes of Africa. Usually, it stays quiet, but when it communicates, it uses a special bill-clattering sound. When it makes this sound, it feels like someone is firing a machine gun. At the nest site, this sound is like a greeting between shoebills and is unforgettable. Shoebill chicks have their own unique sound, which sounds like a person hiccuping. If you ever encounter a shoebill stork, listen carefully to its sounds. They are very mysterious and strange. Imagine hearing a machine gun sound in the middle of a swamp. Don't worry, it's just a shoebill stork saying, "Hello."
Oh yeah, it's so dumb.
13. Cassowary. The cassowary, found in the tropical forests of northern Australia and New Guinea, makes a weird sound. Its call is very different and mysterious compared to other birds. Usually, it produces a low-frequency sound that is almost below human hearing. But when it gets excited, it makes a loud booming noise that sounds like a donkey braying. It's so loud that if a person is standing nearby, they might need to move away. Imagine standing next to a bird that suddenly starts sounding like a very loud donkey. Would you stay or run away? 14. Lyrebird. The lyrebird is a very beautiful bird found in Australia. It mostly stays on the ground and rarely flies. This bird's sound is very weird because besides its natural voice, it can mimic many other birds' sounds. Often when it makes noise, it sounds like a crying baby. So if you ever hear a baby crying in the forest, don't assume there's a baby around. Instead, know that it's probably a lyrebird announcing its presence with its unique voice. Imagine walking in the forest and hearing a baby cry, only to find out it's a bird showing off its vocal skills. Would you be surprised or just laugh it off? 15. Kookaburra. Like the lyrebird, the kookaburra is also a native bird of Australia and is the largest kingfisher in the world. Its call sounds like human laughter and is famous in the Australian bush. The kookaburra's noisy laughing call includes hoots, chuckles, laughter, and cackling. We mostly hear this sound in the morning and evening. Kookaburras make these calls to mark their territory and sometimes to communicate with their family group. So if you're exploring the bushes or watching a documentary and hear a weird sound, pay attention. It might just be a kookaburra showing off its laugh. Would you laugh along or be startled? And if you found this video interesting, don't forget to watch our video on the most dangerous birds on the planet. 16. Humpback Whale. The humpback whale is a type of baleen whale known for its distinctive features and large size. When it comes to its sound, it's really weird to hear. The humpback whale makes a variety of sounds, including whistles, grunts, and loud calls, making it one of the most diverse in the animal kingdom. Interestingly, only male humpback whales make these sounds, which include upsweeps, downsweeps, whistles, whops, and grunts, lasting for about half an hour. The purpose of these sounds is still a mystery. Experts think they might be trying to attract female whales or communicate with other males, like saying, "Hey, I'm here." So next time you hear these strange sounds, just imagine a humpback whale trying to have a chat or impress someone. 17. Horned screamer. The horned screamer is a magnificent bird found in the wetlands of tropical South America. Its very loud and repetitive echoing call can be quite annoying and sounds weird to people. The horned screamer's call is its unique feature, which is why in Ecuador it is called El Clon Clon. Imagine a sound that you hear while passing through swamps and waterways, giving you a sense of a very loud and powerful echoing call or honking. Its call sounds like mokuka. Picture yourself walking through a swamp and suddenly hearing a loud mokuka echoing around you. Would you be curious to find the bird or just cover your ears and move on? 18. Dusky Grouse. The dusky grouse is a bird that lives in forests and is native to the Rocky Mountains of North America. It looks like a chicken but is much bigger in size. Does this bird make sounds? Yes, the dusky grouse makes some really weird sounds. Here they are. Listen. By the way, if you ever hear a strange noise in the forest, it might just be a dusky grouse showing off its vocal skills. 19. Atlantic Puffin. The Atlantic puffin is a very beautiful bird that lives in burrows on islands in the North Atlantic and spends winters in the sea. When it comes to its sound, it makes a very weird and growling noise. We can describe it as a low, scary call, which is very unexpected for a bird. During the mating season, it makes loud calls to attract its mates, producing a nasal moaning sound. Listen to these sounds. By the way, if you ever hear a strange noise while walking near the sea, it might just be an Atlantic puffin showing off its unique voice. 20. Willow Grouse. The willow grouse is a medium-sized bird found in the Arctic regions of Alaska, northern Canada, and northern Eurasia. In summer, it has a mix of brown and white feathers, but in winter, it turns completely white except for its outer tail feathers. During the breeding season, it makes a guttural bubbling sound. Listen. When it's scared or anxious, it makes a loud alarm call, and sometimes it sounds like a drum beating. These sounds are pretty weird to hear. By the way, if you ever hear a strange noise that sounds like a drum in the Arctic, it might just be a willow grouse showing off its weird sounds. That's the end of our fascinating exploration of the weirdest birds and animal sounds for today. Share your thoughts below, and don't miss out on our next adventure with nature's most astonishing creatures.